Somebody just called on my phone right now. I don't know if you're able to see that. They're doing this intentionally to haggle me to prevent me from telling y'all the story about what's happening right now. But like I was saying with this situation, this is the second segment of this. I am being threatened and harassed by at the mercy of anyone that wants to come around me. Please believe me that the police department is in on this and doesn't want to help me and doesn't want to do anything. And it is because they're in a riot for Ken and Sarah Cooper. Now, there's a lot of situations that the entire gay community, LGBT community, has been notified and being dispatched on their phone. They have, I don't know how they do this, if it's message boards or social groups that they have either on text messages or internet sites, but they have notified every single human being that I am the public enemy and I am for them to come at me and attack me in any way that inform and harass me as I'm being spit at. I'm not kidding you. This is a true story. Just last week, there was a black lady that was walking, and as I'm walking on the side of the curb, and they're walking in front of the jailhouse, this person turns around and goes, and like spits right, like I'm like 5 feet away, like right at me, and they spit toward the ground, and as the wind was blowing, it threw this spit on my face. And this is exactly what I talk about. That they'll have people spit at my face, and then what they'll do is they'll shoot the electronic device so I stay quiet and say, "No, who are you? Just shit it out. Just shit it out. Yeah, yeah, spit it. Yeah, yeah. We tell you what to do." And that's what they do. And they'll start shooting me with electronic devices, and I can't defend and protect myself. So I want to make this very clear about what these people are doing. They have all the intention to mutilate me, to degrade me, and attack me, and have absolute no normal life. Please, anyone out there understand, the police department has been notified that I am a public enemy. They absolutely don't want to do anything. The people that are tapping my phone, the people that are controlling the phone situations, every place and building that I go to, everyone knows, and these are all gay members and homosexuals and lesbians and transgenders that have been notified of this, and they know what I look like. I guess my picture is being sent to them. They're taking advantage of a lot of things that are going on in my life, and like I said, I pray, I pray and hope to God that I'm not murdered or killed. um, I have a heart attack, I have a stroke, something happens to me. I've already gone through cancer, chemotherapy. I'm almost 40 years old in a couple of months. And it's a very dangerous zone for me because I've already gone through cancer and chemotherapy. So I wanted to make this very clear that if anything happens to me and I'm murdered or die, please do not believe the police department saying that it was an accidental death. These people have been working in teams to spit at my face and mutilate me, degrade me as a human being in every which way that you can imagine. And they have extracted all heterosexual females completely away from me. There is not one heterosexual female in any environment that I'm going into. The hotels that I'm going to, the front staff, they're only hiring transgenders. They're not hiring any heterosexual people at all, females at all. And it's very discriminating. So I want to make this very clear to whoever can watch these videos. I don't know if the electronic devices that they're using on me can be doing internal tissue damage, which could cause heart attacks, could cause um, internal organ damage, where I'll be dying soon. And what they're doing is they're shortening my lifespan to be able to kill me and justify the situation, because the fact that I live like this is very stressful. I don't know if this could be doing really bad stuff to my internal organs that could cause more later problems of my health, having a stroke, any of these situations. So please believe that if something ever happens, that this was a preparation to get rid of my life. This is a preparation that while I was alive, to make sure that I suffered, and I suffered horrifically by people spitting at me, by the white supremacists that are coming around me, and the transgenders all in a huge war against me. I'm not kidding you that this is happening nonstop, and it is because of Sarah and Ken Cooper. much of this because that is their heroes, and that's he was a police officer detective. I can't describe how mutilating what they did to my mother. Please, because the reason I say this is because the police department is coming after me. They know what to do to put you in fear. They know how to harass and look and say, yeah, we'll kill you. I mean, this is a shoot to kill. These people want me dead. They want me deceased, and they're going to justify the day that I die. The day that I end up going to a morgue in a body bag and I get placed in a casket, they're going to tell you something else. What they're doing is they're lying. They wanted to get rid of my life. I have absolutely very little respect that I get from anyone. What kind of person makes somebody uses feces as a weapon and makes them shit like this? And they're doing this on purpose. This has happened to me 3 or 4 times where they had done this to me. Total stranger, and they'll wipe feces all over it and they'll make me shit. And I literally like try to wipe and there's still feces on the fucking, and I have somebody else's feces, and they do this to me to mutilate me and laugh. So I wanted to make this video, on everything that's going on. Every single detail and everything that I'm doing is being recorded and being transmitted and given to these managers, given to all these people that I'm either working for or going to work for a short time. I've never been able to hold a job since more than 3 months, more than 2 months. I have all the identification proof to prove this. I've never been able to hold a job more than 2 months since I was 27 years old, where I was working for the federal government at EPA in downtown Dallas. Please believe that what's going on with me and what's happening, I think it's very important for me to say this because this is what they're doing to me. So I don't believe that I'm going to be working here more than a few weeks, a month or two, before they fire me. I'm scheduled to work from November to April, all winter season. I'm beginning having a roommate. So I want to make this very clear. I don't know what harassing techniques they're going to be doing to me when I get there. But before I get more into that subject, I want to talk about the situation that's going on with my mother. These people are completely cutthroating my mother and taunting my mother and control. My mom has over $100,000 sitting in her bank account, and she has dementia. And I have been threatened by so many people that I'm not being allowed to call or speak to my mother because of what these people are doing. They're literally harassing me in such an intense for control over the relationship that I have as a son to a mother. I am not kidding you. They're calling me thieves over my mother. They're taunting my mother, saying that she's stupid and that they control her, and they're going after her kids like they're going after me. It is nonstop, and they're putting words in my mother. They're literally approaching me and saying these things. So I want to say this because all they're doing is taunting the dead corpse of my dead sister. They're taunting, preparing for my fatal end of death. These people are going to have me killed one day. So please believe that this was a team effort that these people didn't show up. I cannot sit down at a dinner table without a waiter either accidentally spitting at me or actually hitting the table or doing something to commotion so that I'm not welcome or comfortable at any given time. So they can do, and they'll get in my comfort zone, and they do this all the time. You don't understand that they're waiting for me to get a weapon, to get a knife, and just start stabbing the hell and try to kill somebody, and they're in a total rage of what these people are doing to me, so I go to prison, and that's not going to happen. I have seen so many people, they are coming and they're looking for fights. They're looking for blood. I am not kidding. I just got back from this Mexican restaurant where this piece of shit they start giving me signals like I'm in control. They want to play authority because they know that the police department is on their side, and they keep recording me, giving this information to them, and I can't do anything about it, and they keep talking about my mother and her money. So please understand that they're going after my mother. They have my mother like patting on her on the head like a stupid bitch. My mother's not a bitch to me. I love my mother, but you have to understand my mother has a first grade education, and she has gone through a horrific amount of abuse throughout her life, and she has no access to large amounts of money because the money that she has in her bank account came from a house that when my father died it got sold and whatnot, and she's able to save a little bit of money. But like I said, in these circumstances, they got my mother trained. I'm calling my mother. I can hear her like threaten, like it's not her, like she's having a gun pointed up to her head and tell her, this is what you're gonna say, this is what you're gonna do. Ken Cooper's a hero. So please understand, I made several videos about this and drawings. This is in what those filthy pigs did. I cannot express this enough of what Ken and Sarah Cooper and their platoon of homosexuals and their secret life they've been living, because because of their kid that's working at the radio station, or was working at the radio station at 97.9 The Beat. So I have been trying to escape this for a very long time. I have been running for my life for a very long time. It's probably not gonna. I know it's not gonna change. I'm probably lucky to make it through Christmas into my 40th birthday here, because I know they're gonna fight. They're gonna start shit. They've been since I got my trip. Since I've been getting on my preparing for my trip to come here for almost 2 months now. They have been. The bus drivers have been threatening me that there's going to be violence, or they're going to be doing things inside the roommate. They're hiring the roommate to come after me. I've never met him. His name's Carlos. So I just know that I'm gonna have to switch to a different room or somewhere else. But this is what they're doing to me. But they're gonna keep putting me with someone that is either haggling to the religious beliefs, and if I don't do as they say, then I can't work there. I can't live there. I don't live in any comfort, and I'm just scum material to these people. So please understand that this is happening everywhere and every place I go to. This is not a fun joyride. I'm just going there to work to learn. I'm not doing anything else. They already know what I'm going to plan to do. They know that I'm not going to want to stay in that room on the weekends or when I get off of work a lot of the times. I'm going to want to stay away, because the more that I interact with that roommate or whoever it is, the more they're going to be able to come at me with anything that they want. So I'm going to stay away from this person as much association and talking, colliding in any way, because that's what they're going to do. They want to engage, and they'll have me in a place where I sleep like they do in the shelters. So I want to make this video. Understand that my life is in danger of what these people are doing. This is not a life of a matter of joke. I take this very serious in the fact that I've been trying to hold a job, I've been trying to work, I've been trying to better my life. I'm not allowed to get an apartment. They're not allowing me to have a place to live. I'm sleeping on the streets. I've been trying to save money. They're putting poison in my food. They're making me gain weight. They shoot these electronic devices. I'm not kidding. 3 to 4 times a day, they're making me shit myself. Like literally run to the restroom on command, and they use it to train me to their Christianity and Catholicism beliefs. And this has nothing to do about any kindness, any love. This is about using an artifact and just using it, that they're claiming that they're the Messiah, and that they're the deciders to who goes to hell or who goes to a bad spirit world or whatever it is. It's very kooky. It's very crazy. I don't want to be engaging with any of these people. I don't talk to a lot of people. I try to be as nice as I can. Understand that all my phone calls are being rewired and tapped. Nothing has changed. So please, anyone out there, understand that the day that it happens, I hope I get to live to be 80, but that's not going to happen. It's very, very unlikely. This is very serious. These people took my life away and did not allow me to live. And I make this in the desperation of this video so that my life does count, and it does matter, and you shouldn't have spit at me, and you shouldn't have bad-mouthed me, you shouldn't have said this. And it's every phone call, I'm not kidding you, they just want to protect this guy's homosexual and this crazy kooky white supremacist faggot Ken Cooper and Sarah Cooper and that family. And I have tried to get away and not talk about it in this situation to people, but they will not stop engaging. Please understand, they are wanting to get rid of my life, and they want to be able to feel good about it and justify it, because they that while I'm alive, I'll suffer, be tormented until the fatal end, and then they want to kill me.